So, welcome to the instruction video or information video about this year's Dreamhack game.
Dreamhack Game is a puzzle hunt. So we have a lot of participants here at Dreamhack playing the game. What they do is that they register on the website and they get presented with tasks on a web page and they
An answer field.
Yeah, and that is it. And each answer they make, if it's correct, they get to the next question.
Yeah, and it's divided into 2 episodes.
Yeah, so the first day is the first episode.
We'll start the first day of Dreamhack.
Yeah, and the second episode is the next day. And if you win one of the first places in the first episode, you get a head start for the second episode.
Yes.
And there's also a story in each game. And this year's story is that
we have this intelligence organization that's called Triple I, Iron Intelligence International.
And you're actually playing one of the people working on this organization. So you're Frank.
Yeah, I'm actually the agent Frank here in at least part of the story. That's me, but I usually have the
the white shirt.
White shirt instead of this to make it a little bit more cooler. But yeah, that's me in the game. Frank, the agent.
Yeah, so you're there. What you're doing here at Dreamhack, you're recruiting people. So the people playing the game are being recruited by your firm.
Yeah, we need more agents since we're expanding into Sweden right now. Is the plot.
Yeah, you have this backstory where you've been training in Taiwan.
I've been training in Shanghai for 1 year and blah 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 blah.
Yeah, there is all this backstory, and so what you do is that you have this game is like a test of you as an agent if you're any good.
Yeah, so we're like partner of Dreamhack Game this year is like a theme, and we want to find out if we have some Swedish talents that we can recruit to this firm.
Yeah. So it starts with some basic task where you have to like translate some sentences and then
or just go from here to there and you see where you should go and there's the password. Very easy.
So the password is like written on the wall or something. It's very easy in the beginning. Yeah. Then it gets more and more complicated. Yeah. And the story gets more and more refined. You're actually looking for a bunch of people who are lost on a yacht. They were lost at some island somewhere we don't really know, and there's a team out looking for them, and you're helping the team. And you get all these clues of where the team is, and after a while, you're supposed to break into a nuclear facility.
Exactly.
To help find these people in some clever way.
Yeah. So the Triple I then give you like a penetration report, and from that you kind of like have to figure out how you can break into this facility, and then you have to actually do that
with all these motion detectors and everything.
That's just one of the hard tasks. We have a lot of them.
And when you finish this task, that's the end of episode 1. So the next day, the game starts with you being caught by the police. So you get this police officer and he's interrogating you, and you have to help the police to catch this evil organization.
The point is, the police says like your sentence will be lowered if you help us to catch Triple I and the people working for them. So then the tasks start being more like you help the police to get information about Triple I. So it's the story's turned over.
So you're a double agent working for the police and this organization.
At the same time, yeah.
And there's a lot of tasks here as well, where you're doing a lot of stuff. What are we doing?
Very general.
Yeah.
Where you're supposed to find an evil hacker online.
Yeah.
You just get his have a scene release, a torrent.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to like use the information there and find him on IRC, and then find his address and locate him somewhere in Russia. That's one of the tasks.
And you see the Google Street View and everything on the
place.
place.
Street View and find where he lives or is.
Yeah, quite a complicated task, but it's the steps are fairly easy, but in the end it's quite complicated.
It's many easy steps together to puzzle together.
And in the end, what happens when you finally hand this report in of
all the information gathered on Triple I? You're supposed to hand it in to the police.
And instead of getting this is your reduced sentence, you see that the person who you're handing this
report over to
is actually Frank.
It's actually Frank
from the Triple I.
And there's like plot twist
so
again.
That's the plot twist in the end that There wasn't actually any police. They were just testing you if you were...
For your loyalty.
Yeah, exactly. So one way of winning is actually to stay on one of the tasks where you're supposed to help the police instead. So you just stay there.
If you skip almost entire episode 2 where you're helping the police, then you also win because you're loyal.
Yeah. So we'll show you some of the tasks, some of the technical tasks.
Yeah.
Walk around in Dreamhack and show you some of them.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So this is the task, a grumpy scale. It is, you get directions to a location here, and what you find here is a rope attached to the ceiling. And what you're supposed to do is to pull this rope until you get feedback. So there is a headphone jack in the corner over there. Or here. So you have to have a friend who's over there with his headphones telling you what is told in the headphone jack. And it says like, oh, a little bit more or lighter or that's the correct weight or whatever. And when you pull this to a specific somewhere about there, a pre-recorded message is played, which gives you the password after a while. And this is actually 2 tasks in one, because in episode 2, this task is used again, but at the second time. So in the second episode, when you get to this task again, the difference is that the weight you have to pull down is much more. So the second time it's like my weight and then some. So you get to like stand on this one, and you have to have your friend pulling the rope as well.
And one friend also have to listen to the sound, of course.
Exactly. So you have to have another one standing in the corner, listening to the correct answer the second time. And I guess that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it of the grumpy scale.
So, here we are. Welcome to Zeus Nuclear Research Facilities. Here the task is, of course, to penetrate or to infiltrate this facility and, well, just trigger a switch in the corner. So in here we have motion detectors and heat sensors. Well, really it measures depth and so on. But what you're supposed to do is to sneakily open the door and get in. So can we get closer?
Yeah.
Oh! So you have to be very sneaky and only stick to the correct corners and parts of the room where you're allowed to be. And yeah, you can see the score of like the alarm, how close it is to triggering there. Oh, now I triggered it.
Motion sensor detected an intruder.
Oh yeah, motion sensor detected an intruder. So I did wrong, but I'm supposed to get over here some way in secret without this device detecting me. And then I just short this fuse here, or shortcut these wires, and I will get the secret password here on the screen. But now I won't because I triggered the alarm.
So how does it work?
Well, it actually works like, first over here on the wall, we have a heat sensor. So you have to disguise your heat map, or how your body heats up the environment. So one good way is to have like a sleeping bag over you or something else that will like cover your heat. But don't wear it for too long, because then that will get hot, of course. And up in the roof there, we have the Kinect device for the Xbox, and that can measure the depth, so it can see where in the room and how high and how wide and fat people are, and then it knows where people are allowed to be and how high they're allowed to be and so on. For example, here maybe I can only be this wide and high, but maybe over here I have to go like this, otherwise it will see me. So there's like a recorded map in here of how you're allowed to walk and how you're not allowed to walk. So if you follow it, the alarm will not trigger. That's simple as that.
Klättra fram hit. Här framme måste jag börja krypa. Ja. borta sitter det 2 sladdar och lyckas jag sätta ihop dem. Så vinner jag! Yes! Fy fan vad gött! Det var skitvarmt.
Welcome to the task, Alan. In this task, there is a monitor and there is a headset. And what you're supposed to do is that you put your headset on and you press the secret play button, and it plays a quite famous movie of some animal making fake sounds. So someone recorded that is shouting Alan. Alan! 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 Perhaps you hear that? And you can see that there's a score here decreasing.
So why is it decreasing?
Yeah, it's because I'm not saying anything. What I'm supposed to do is shout, Steve, 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 Steve. Yeah, alright, so it changes to Steve after a while. But anyway, so you're supposed to match and sync the audio with the video with your mouth. And if you reach 0 points, so you don't lose any points, then the secret message is played in your headphones so you can hear what the secret answer is.
Cool.
Yeah, that's Alan.
Okay, welcome here to our confession booth. This part of the competition is still in our small workshop. It's not deployed in the user's game area yet, but I'm going to show how it works. So the point is, for this confession booth, we have a camera here, lights, and a touchscreen here. So if you have a problem with an exercise or task or something else, you can come here and input your team's secret code, and then you're allowed to record a movie where you can tell us what you have been doing so far, and if you need some help maybe or something, and then we can see the movie, and well, if we think they need some help, maybe we can help the teams. So I'm going to show what it does. So first we have the secret code. Then it will start a countdown, so it will be fast. I'll do this. Hey, the Dreamhack Game. I have a problem on the first task. It says I should input the password on the home page, but I can't find the home page. Could you please help me with that? I'm a little bit lost. Thank you. Yeah, and so now this movie is uploaded so we can see it, and apparently I'm quite lost. I can't even find the game's homepage. So I think then will probably help me. Well, that's how the confession booth works. Very good.